Thanks for tuning into our seller interview series. Up today, we've got an affiliate, advertising, and Amazon Associates business for sale in the technology niche. Created in May 2013, this business makes $3,259 per month on average in net profit. The listing number for this site is 47070. Now, we do these interviews to give potential buyers more information about both the seller and the sites they're looking to purchase. We hope these insights are helpful for you in making a buying decision. Now, we've got the seller on the call with us today to go over everything from niche selection, traffic, and the monetization. So thanks for coming on the call today, Dorn.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's really nice having you on the call, talk about your business. It's really exciting to see what you've built here. Now, I'm just going to go into a quick summary. The business was built in May 2013, has an average monthly revenue of $3,419 on average per month, and an average net profit per month of $3,259. Included in the sale are the domain and all the site content and files, an email list with over 8,500 subscribers, and the Facebook account. So, Doran, can you tell me a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yeah, sure. So my background is mainly in the SEO space. Been working in the SEO space for over 5 years now. I started building, buying, and flipping websites around 3 years ago. I do it for a marketing agency that I work for called Yellowhead. And we've done quite a few deals so far with all the major marketplaces and primarily with you guys.
Okay. No, that's really great. So how did you get the idea to start this specific business then?
So this specific business was started by someone else, and we acquired the business from him last year in May 2018, also with Empire Flippers. A bit more about the original seller. He was very tech-oriented. He wrote all the content himself. So the content on the site is by far, it's one of the best, not the number one site of its niche. Everything there is, all the guides there, they were highly well-oriented, well-written. And that was one of the things that we liked most about the website. And then we were able to acquire the website and then use our knowledge in SEO and monetization to further grow the site.
Okay. No, it's really great to hear that you have, the quality content on the back end to really push this business to grow it as much as you have. Now, with having, a few different monetizations for this business, how does it primarily generate revenue then?
Well, it has a few different programs that generates revenue. Most of the revenue comes from affiliate marketing, but there's also a nice chunk of revenue coming from display ad.
Okay. And then the affiliate marketing, is that solely with Amazon, or is there a few other affiliate offers that are available?
There are actually a few other affiliate offers available. Amazon is actually, it's not the biggest affiliate. There is one other, let's call it like direct affiliate, where it's a program with a specific product that earns most of the affiliate revenue. And then one of the great things about this business is one of the other affiliate, which accounts for around 15%, 20% of the revenue, is actually recurring revenue. So it's a program where it's not a one-time payment, but rather like we get paid like lifetime value of the customer. So that's something the new owner can benefit from. That's much more stable in case traffic fluctuates for some reason. And the other affiliates are they're all like tech oriented. There's pretty high payouts on some of them that don't earn as much revenue, but that's definitely a place where you can seriously scale the business.
Okay, that's really awesome to hear. And then also you mentioning having revenue from a reoccurring basis, that's always a good thing to have, just to kind of to tread through, rougher waters and, when you have traffic dips and things of that nature, it's good to have that in place. Now, so, why choose to build and grow this specific business model? Was it just something that you noticed during, running a few other businesses with the agency and you just enjoyed this model in general?
Which model, like content size, you mean?
Yeah, I mean, as far as the affiliate and advertising business model with this.
Yeah, exactly. So this was exactly the kind of site we like because This was a site that originally wasn't built to flip. So the original owner, I put a lot of time and effort. And so he sold the business because he wanted to move on to other things. But the site is just the level of expertise in the content. It's something that's very hard to find. It's very hard to find sites that, you have like 100, 150 articles all written by an expert or someone that's very close to being an expert in his field. So that was something very rare to find. So that's probably the main reason why we like the business, because we saw so much potential in the content. And then using what we know how to do with conversion optimization and optimization for monetization channels, that we were able to grow the business.
Okay, that's really great to hear as well. So, Dorn, if the business is doing so great right now, why are you deciding to sell the business at this time?
Well, I think it's the right time for us to sell. When we purchased the business, we kind of had a business plan for it, and we kind of like achieved our goals on where we wanted it to go. And now it's more about cashing out to invest in larger projects. We're also looking to bring in an investor next year. And so the idea is to raise additional capital and go for larger sites in 2020.
Okay, perfect. Now, is there anything that you learned with this business that you plan applying to your, future investment as well?
I don't think there's anything really specific that I learned here. I think overall it was just like another proof of concept to the kind of sites that we're looking to purchase. In terms of just running the site it was pretty simple. It was pretty straightforward. It was mainly just because it's a site that operates in the tech space. So you do have to go through your content and make sure it's updated. You do have to keep communicating with your email list, which is also like, we're not very knowledgeable in email marketing. I definitely think a new owner that puts more time and effort on that email list will do very well there. They have really high open rates. It's just we never spent basically enough time to really monetize that list, but it's definitely something that I would put an emphasis on.
Okay. Yeah, no, I understand. So was there anything that you tried with this business that didn't give you the ROI you were expecting?
Well, no, basically we just, after we came in and we did our like the SEO optimization and monetization, we kind of gotten to the point on where we wanted, to scale the site. And once we got there, we didn't spend much time thinking about how to take it to the next level. Right now, the portfolio has quite a large number of sites. So like once we hit the target on one project, we kind of just move on to the other project.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, so where does the majority of your traffic for this business come from? Is it mostly from organic search results, or, are you doing some paid advertising as well?
No, it's almost 100% organic. The site, it does get some referral traffic just because of the level of content. It gets a lot of referrals. We never done any active backlinking. We didn't feel like it was necessary. The site was already very established. And the other source of traffic is the email list, where we send people back to the site sometimes. Like if we'll publish a new article or something, then we'll do a roundup of new articles and then get them back to the site.
Okay. So now, is the email list and, essentially some of the other things you mentioned the only forms of marketing you're performing, or have you done anything with social as well?
No, I haven't done anything with social or paid media.
Okay. So, possible low-hanging fruit for a buyer to consider if they'd really like to gain some revenue and some traffic from those sources as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Now, so hypothetically, Doran, if you were to keep this business, what are some of the ways that you would personally try and grow it?
Well, I would try to think about how to monetize the email list better. It's close to 10,000 engaged subscribers. So I would think about how to monetize that better, maybe get like an email marketer that has experience, doing that for me. I would think about like the site is established, but there's still plenty of content areas that the sites can go and talk about other tech related product to its niche. So I would expand that into new content areas as well. And then lastly, I would check for new affiliates. I haven't checked for new affiliates like in the past year. So there's probably new programs, or at least renegotiate the current affiliate deals and also test another display network to see if it performs better than the current one.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, ultimately just doing some A/B split testing, not just with displays, but maybe even just, attempting to add some different affiliate offers into the realm of the business. That makes sense. So on the flip side of that, what do you feel are maybe some of the potential risks a buyer should be associated with this business or should be aware of associated with this business?
Yeah, it's a good question. I think that every time you buy a site in the tech space, you should be aware and kind of know the kind of niche you're getting into. Those sites, you need to make sure that your content is updated because in the tech space, there's new products every day. There's changes, there's version upgrade. So it's not a site that talks about something that, I don't know, like patio furniture that never change. You have to, make sure your content is updated. You have to make sure that you understand what's going on in that specific niche. But with that said, since we acquired the site, we haven't made a lot of changes. So the site is at a point where it's so established that risk, I wouldn't say it's not existent, but it's definitely not a big risk. But it's just something that, you need to be aware of. Go through your content, make sure it's updated, and you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Now, can you describe, some of the tasks or the work that you're performing on the business currently on a, weekly basis?
Sure. So right now it's just monitoring traffic. So I would say it takes around 2-3 hours per week. It's just going each day to your Google Analytics, your Google Search Console, checking for alerts, making sure that traffic and revenue looks okay. It's a WordPress site. Sometimes a plugin isn't updated and it could cause an issue, or like your SSL expired. And so you do have to go in every day and kind of check the stats and make sure that everything's fine. Apart from that, it's like I said, mainly looking at the content and see if you need to update the content every few months or so, at least for the top 10, 15 pages.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Now, so do you think there's really any specific skill that's required in order to take over this business?
I don't think there's anything really specific. It would help if you had some background with SEO. It would be a bonus if you have additional background in email marketing, I think, or working in the affiliate space.
Okay. Yeah, no, totally. As you had mentioned before, really, having that low-hanging fruit to monetize the email list and to expand on that would ultimately just push this business to where, could potentially really grow a lot further. Now, so Doran, are you willing to commit to a non-compete, meaning, you'll stay out of this specific niche moving forward with any other businesses that you're running?
Yes.
Okay. And then now, how much support are you willing to offer potential buyers? Are you going with the typical 30 days email and call support, or did you have something in addition you would like to add on?
Yeah, I'm going with the standard support period. And then if someone needs more, that's something that can be negotiated.
Okay. Perfect. That's great to hear. So are you open to negotiating something like an earnout where you'll receive a large portion of the sales price up front and then smaller payments to finish it off several months afterwards?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That's great. Now, one last question to wrap this up. Now, putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this business is worth buying?
I think it's very hard to find a content site with this level of expertise in the content. Like 99% of the content sites, it's someone with an SEO background that hires like a general content writer that knows to write content, but isn't able to produce this kind of level and in this case also like a level of technical expertise. So I think that's something very unique, which significantly mitigates our risk of losing organic traffic in the future. So I think that's the biggest thing about this site.
Okay. Now on the subject, just one off-topic question that I, just came across now. Are you currently hiring someone to write the content for the business, or do you have an outsourced freelance writer that's doing some of the technical writing for you?
Yeah, we have an in-house content team. So when we need content updates, if it's not major, I usually just do it myself, like writing emails or updating small, changing up or updating some like specs and product information. If it's something a bit bigger, then we just get one of our in-house writers to do it.
Okay. And do you have a system or some SOPs in place in case the new owner of this business needs to hire someone in order to write that content as well?
Yeah, we have general templates that we customize per project, and that's something I can share with new buyer.
Okay. Perfect. That's really great to hear, Doran. Well, I really appreciate you coming on the call today. Was there anything else you'd like to share that I might have missed during this call?
No, I think you covered pretty much everything.
Perfect. Well, it's really great, speaking with you, Doran, and I look forward to seeing this listing getting sold for you in the near future.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you. Have a nice day, Doran.
Bye.
If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. And if you want more information, the link will be below the video that will take you to this marketplace listing. If you're watching this on the listing page and want more information, become a depositor today. When you make a deposit, one of our business advisors will be in contact with you and you will be given everything you need to review this business. Thank you and have a great day.